Sky Sport proudly present the right to fight for the IBF Welterweight Championship of the World. Sponsored here by 888 Casino, Scott's Menswear and the Grosvenor Sheffield. We are live on Sky Sports and live in the US on AWE, a wealth of entertainment. And so for the thousands joining us live here in the still city of Sheffield, England, to the millions joining us around the world, ladies and gentlemen, it's Fight Night Live! All officials appointed by the IBF. Our supervisor at ringside, John Reese. Our steward in charge is Charlie Giles. The timekeeper at the bell from Sheffield is Mr. Barry Pinder. And the scoring judges from Italy, Gistino Di Giovanni. From Italy, Matteo Montella. And from the Netherlands, it's Lassen Ungar. And when the action begins, the referee in charge from Brooklyn, New York, USA, Shade Murad. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your patience is rewarded. The waiting is over. Here we go, introducing to you. He's fighting now the weight on electrons, weighing at 10 stone, 6 pounds and 13 ounces. An impressive 35 fight record with 34 wins, 23 inside the distance, and just one defeat. He comes to the ring as the former WBA welterweight champion of the world from Donetsk in the Ukraine. Please welcome Vyacheslav Senchenko. And now, in the still city of Sheffield, it's time to welcome home. He's fighting out of the blue corner in the rich on string white and black. Weighing at 10 stone, 6 pounds, 2 ounces. He has an unbelievable 35 record, 30 wins, 20 inside the scheduled distance. He comes to ring as the undefeated British welterweight champion and the outright holder and winner of the coveted Lord Lonsdale's Challenge belt. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the #1 contender in the world today. He is known as the Special One from Sheffield, Kell. 12 rounds eliminated for the right to fight for the IBF Welterweight Championship of the World.
Kell, bring it in. Okay, gentlemen, I've already cautioned you in the dressing room. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourselves at all times. When I call for a break, I want you to give me a clean break. Touch gloves and let's go to work.
Big night for Kell Brook, big night for Vyacheslav Senchenko, big night for the referee as well, Shade Murdoch from New York. This is his first ever 12-rounder and his first fight outside of New York State. Wonder how he's enjoyed South Yorkshire. And his first job is to get a towel cleared out of the corner of Senchenko. And he's getting rid of another towel there, this time asking for some housekeeping in the Brook corner. And I think finally we are ready to go.
Round 1.
12 rounds then. An IBF welterweight eliminator. Kell Brook unbeaten, looking to stay that way, looking to maintain his #1 ranking, looking for that shot at Devon Alexander, assuming of course Alexander comes through against Sean Porter next time out. Senchenko, having broken the heart of Ricky Hatton, will be looking to shatter another British dream here. He's upright, he's got long levers, very East European in his approach. And how will Brook cope with him? And how will he cope with Brook? You would think Brook will have the edge in hand speed and indeed footwork as well. Brook trying to get his jab going early.
You know, this is a good match, and I think it's also good that Brook has done a little wake-up call the first time against Carson Jones, because this is a guy, this could be a banana skin. You don't want to go tired against this fella. This is a real good pro here. You know, there's nothing flashy or spectacular about him, but he's learned the business and he knows what he's about. You can see already showing little feints. He knows Brook is hard to catch with punches, so he's showing little feints, trying to get his jab off. Nothing working yet, but you can see he's come in with a plan.
Looking to stay busy as well. Lots of feinting and drawing of leads going on here. Brook taking his time, full working his way in. Can't rush in against this fella. And you can understand already, you look at Senchenko, you can understand why Kell Brook and his team chose Brian Rose as a main sparring partner for this fight. A lot of similarities in style there.
Already Brook looks the much more solid of the two eyes. Throwing body shots this early, that's a sign of confidence. He's happy with his timing there.
That looked good as well, thinking about timing. Certainly his punches are looking sharper and faster than Senchenko's at the moment.
Yeah, nothing that Senchenko has tried in the opener has worked, but you can see he is trying things. He's trying to think his way around here, taking chances with the leads that he's throwing against such a good counter puncher. Here we go.
Clever again from Senchenko, from Brook. Just catching Senchenko there with a right hook.
Senchenko a little bit more aggressive than I expected. I thought he would have waited for Brook to come to him, kept tucked up, but he's taken chances, which is good as far as Brook's concerned.
Took a chance there and walked onto a jab that stung him. He looked very controlled in that opening section, didn't he, Kell Brook?
And he's making you set every time. So just nice like that, boom, push up your foot and bang him straight.
Dominic Ingle leads the corner.
Every time you're up at middle, stand.
Well, nothing dramatic happened in the opener, but Brook got the better of things, more snap on his jab. Senchenko a bit more adventurous than I thought it would be, but that's good news.
Round two then of this 12-rounder. Kell Brook in the red, Vyacheslav Senchenko in the white. One of the things that Senchenko will have to watch out for is his cuts. He does have a susceptibility to cuts.
See, all the pressure's on Brook to perform tonight, so I thought a smart guy like Senchenko would stand back a little bit and allow Brook to lead. He is good on the counter, but he was trying to take the initiative in the opening round, which really surprised me.
Well, Brook is the guy with everything to lose here. He could lose his #1 spot, and that wait for a world title could go even longer if he were to slip up here.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and all the pressure with the crowd, he's the one who has to please. So I would have thought Senchenko would have tried to be a little bit smarter than he's being here.
Well, it's a good start by Kell Brook, but it was a good start by Ricky Hatton as well against this fella. Ricky faded, and this fella didn't, and landed a wicked body shot.
Yeah, I think we have to expect Brook to be outboxing this fellow. I mean, he has the advantage in speed, strength and power. It's the second half of the fight, just as you've mentioned. That's where he's going to have to be in good shape, and that's what I mean when I say the wake-up call against Jones will have served him well. Don't think he was in shape for that one.
No, he certainly wasn't. They brought a couple of guys into his team, a dietitian and a strength coach, to try and straighten things out. I don't think they're around anymore because I think Kell, the penny has dropped. He really has dedicated himself to this fight. Moved in virtually next door to Dominic Ingley's trainer. Moved himself away from his family. His daughter Nevaeh. Much more disciplined these days, Kell Brook. I think much more focused and understands at 27 that it's got to be 100% at this level. Nothing less will do.
You know, and Nick, when you talk about discipline, I was looking down through Senchenko's stats. I mean, his weight never varies by 2 or 3 pounds throughout his whole career. So, I mean, he's a guy who's always been in shape, and that's the reason he's still performing at this level at 36. But Brook, boxing well, producing the better work.
Again, looking sharper, good hand speed. Nice right hand over the top there from Brook. Nice counter. Not everything landing from Brook, but plenty is. Oh, a nice right hand. Has wobbled the Ukrainian, who gave a little smile there right on the bell. Brook starting that round on top, finishing it on top as well.
It's all in that jab, Kell. Every time he's in here, you can see him just sucking it and going back a little bit. They don't.
Well, good pressure from Brook. He's making Senchenko work at a pace that I'm sure he wouldn't have chosen to work at. He likes to be precise, work at his own pace. So Brook doing the right thing, staying on him, making him work.
Round 3 of this 12-rounder. Kell Brook looking to stay #1 contender, the former world champion. Looking to get himself right back in the mix. He's still world ranked all over the place. #8 with the IBF, #11 with WBC and WBA. That's an indicator of the quality of this man.
They threw with the jab there, but even when Senchenko has missed with the jab, yeah, another good shot from Senchenko. You know, he's not hanging himself out for the counters. He's maybe a little bit more difficult to catch cleanly than Brook expected. Good stuff at the moment from Senchenko.
Both landed there.
And you still see the little feints from Senchenko. When you're in with a slick opponent, you want to force them to make that move. So little feints, yeah, he's doing well.
Brook well short with that right hand. Senchenko following up with the right hand that was short himself. And the gloves getting up there, but that one finally got through. A couple of left hands getting through.
Yeah, the better punches in that little exchange. Oh, good shot.
Shook him there with that right hand. That might open things up for him. And Senchenko backing up and showing his smarts by just tying his man up. And the referee straight on top of that. Getting through with another right hand there, Brook, though. Senchenko missing wildly.
Well, that was a good time to take the play away. Senchenko just finding a little bit of confidence. And Brook put the pedal down. Good stuff.
Missing there with the left hand. Got him! Two-punch combination. The left was straight, the right followed up. And put Senchenko down, who's up early and muttering away to himself, but he was hurt, Jim.
Yeah, the legs will tell us that. We'll see how he is when he shapes up. Yep, that was a heavy knockdown.
Now, how much has the 36-year-old got left in the tank? How much desire is there? Can he draw on his experience to get through this? Cuffed with another right hand once again. Brook tries to shift to the body, misses with the left hook, but he's still on the assault here. And a couple more right hands getting through, and Senchenko landed a right hand there, though. So Brook's got to be careful.
But his balance is all over the place, Senchenko, so Brook knows about no power on the shots. He's going for it, and he's quite
All over the place, in his own corner, and Brook looking for the finish here. And he's bobbing and weaving and ducking and just trying to survive as another right hand comes in as well. Another terrific left hand. Can he get through the round? He's hanging on here, Senchenko. His whole career hanging by a thread. Caught with another right hand, but landed a right hand himself on the bell. He survived the round. How? You don't know, because Brook caught him often and hurt him, put him on the floor as well, had him in trouble. And he's complaining about some damage to the ear. I think maybe there's a burst eardrum in there.
Well, I don't think he's found himself in that position before, Senchenko. He was blasted right out of things there. Terrific work, excuse me, from Brook, just when Senchenko was finding a little bit of confidence in his work. Brook took everything away from him. Terrific. And these are solid punches, opening him up with the jab, not wasting anything. That was maybe if he's complaining about problem with the ear, that could well have been the shot that caused that. But how precise was that? There's a knockdown, solid shot, opened him up with the jab, and you saw when he got up, his legs were very unsteady. He did well, his experience got him through. Here we go.
Round 4. Senchenko hanging on by his fingernails here. Kell Brook looking to try and make this an early night. Spearing left jab and another left from Brook, and Senchenko's defenses are unraveling here. And he's starting to run out of steam badly, and Brook is really unloading some spite in these punches. And from Senchenko earlier, Jim, he was slipping and just weaving in and out, making Brook miss, but Brook can hardly miss him at the moment.
Yeah, you wonder if he's shaking the effects of the punches. I mean, they were solid punches that put him in trouble, so he may still be feeling a little bit stunned. Doesn't look all that well balanced at the moment.
Well, that leads to the ear again. If he's got a problem with the ear, that will affect the balance.
Well, certainly showed courage, getting his own punches off, but missing.
Brook just taking his time, pacing it, spearing jabs. There's another one again. And a lot of spite in those punches. He's putting plenty into these jabs, Brook. That one fell short.
Yeah, I mean, what's coming back at him is not troubling him in the slightest. I mean, Brook is dominating at the moment, really.
Right, shook Brook. Senchenko landed a big right hand, and there was a wobble there, and Brook's in a bit of trouble now. The tide turns. And these fans are getting behind Brook here, but he was shaken momentarily there. Missing this time, missing again though, Senchenko. But Brook was definitely caught, and he's caught with another right hand. And this is the experience of a former world champion coming into play here.
Well, Brook's legs still look strong, so I don't think he's seriously troubled, but he was certainly shaken by the impact of the punch, but through the effects immediately. And that's what Senchenko needed. He needed to believe he had the artillery to keep this guy off him.
Senchenko trying to take the initiative. And another left hand this time from Senchenko, and Brook misses with his right in response. And now suddenly it's Senchenko finding Brook an easy target. Missing that time though. Out of range again. That's better from Brook. And much better from Brook. Back come the left jabs again. As he weathered that little mini crisis. Marking up, and he's shaken to his boots with that right hand down again. That one took everything. And is he going to get up? He is up, but he's all over the place. The legs have turned to rubber. And the referee's got a decision to make here. Is he going to let him carry on? Does he want to carry on? No, he does not.
That finishing punch was as good a punch and as well timed as you want a punch to be. That was perfect. Beautiful shot. Full force, got the whole shoulder and head behind it. Terrific punch. As soon as it landed, the fight was over. I was worried the referee was maybe, with his lack of experience, was going to order box on. Thankfully he didn't. It was a good shout. And that was a terrific performance from Brook. We saw him hurt, we saw him dealing with a little mini crisis and come through on top. Terrific stuff.
Yeah, that really was, because that was the key, wasn't it? He was shaken momentarily. He weathered that storm, he covered up, and then he came back. And he was hitting with such power there as well. And we felt that right hand from ringside, Jim. It landed so clean, and when he went down, you thought he's going to have trouble getting back up. He got up, but he was in no position, really. Didn't want to know, and I think the referee got that one absolutely spot on. But Jim, he was shaken earlier, Brook. There was definitely a little wobble at the knees.
Yeah, he was shaken with a punch that caught him high in the side of the head. But look at him, he's looking straight back at Senchenko. He's covering up, he's doing the right things. His legs still look strong, so there was no lasting damage from the punch. And come back. That was the shot, just kind of calm. You can see the effects there, but looking straight back. Then get back down to work, deal with a follow-up punch, which is what he's done. Then got himself back together again and started drilling home the punches, and the finishing shot was a peach. as good a punch as you want to see. You can see a little delayed action too on that shot. That certainly shook him up. But he's in terrific shape, so he can throw the effects and get right back down to action again. But that certainly was a little crisis that he had to deal with. He was always the one with the power, and then look at that. The shoulder right behind the shot. Little left hook afterwards, the uppercut glancing, but the job was already done with the right hand. As soon as the right hand landed, Senchenko was looking for the floor with no hopes of recovery. Look at that, terrific right hand shot. The job's done, as you can see. The way he went over, he collapsed to the floor. And look at the effort that it's taken to get on his feet again. He's proud, he's brave.
I was going to say, that's a fighter's instinct kicking in there, isn't it, Jim?
Yep, exactly. He would love to have carried on, but no, he's all over the place. The referee had a good look. I mean, this is an important contest for both men, so the referee wants to make the proper decision. He took his time, and he made the proper decision.
Absolutely right. It was a wicked punch. You knew he was in trouble the moment that detonated. And there was no way back this time. Oof.
Well, that is the difference between them all the way through. The power that Brook can generate in his punches. I mean, that was a perfect shot, but it hurt Senchenko on several occasions leading up to that. Senchenko, to his credit, with his pride, he got himself back into things, was gaining a little bit of confidence. Then it was knocked out of him completely.
Well, Jim, one of these days, sorry to interrupt you there, we might get this fella and Devon Alexander in the same ring together. That day maybe just came a little bit closer at that moment. And I've got to say, you've got to say that's the best win of his career, surely.
Yeah, well, when it happens with Devon Alexander, this is the fight that will prove to Kell that he's more than ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, timekeeper Barry Pinder has recorded a time of 2 minutes and 57 seconds of the 5th round. The referee has stopped the contest. Your winner and through to box for the IBF Welterweight Championship of the world, from Sheffield, Kell. And what a warrior, Vyacheslav Senchenko.
That year of frustration comes to an end. Kell Brook proves he is the special one. 4th round knockout, a brilliant display. A couple of worrying moments during it though, just added to the excitement. We'll be hearing from the special one after this short break, and our studio guests, Tony, Johnny and Glenn. That's all to come this fight night. It's been a year of hurt, a year of frustration for Kell Brook. But he gives us 4 rounds to savour. The special one wins the eliminator for the IBF welterweight title. Will he be fighting for a world championship next? She hopes so. Kell Brook ringside with Ed Robinson.
Well, Kell, you wanted to make a statement this evening. Is that exactly what you did in there?
Yeah, I believe I made a statement. You know, I think once I hurt him, I knew that it, you know, I could take my time, a matter of time. And I think maybe I got a little bit lackadaisical and ended up getting caught. But I thought to myself, you know, I'm going to get you back for that. And, you know, I did.
You had a breakthrough in the 3rd round with a knockdown, but you did get caught yourself. Were you hurt by that shot?
You know, no, not really. No, it was like a bit of a buzz. But I know exactly where I was straight away. You know, I'm fit and healthy. You know, I felt great tonight. But, you know, you could tell with him, he's a lot tougher than he looks. So, you know, my hat goes off to him.
Talk us through your tactics and how they worked tonight so spectacularly.
You know, we know, Dominic's looked at tapes at him, and, you know, he likes to pull back and then back again, you know, to outdo me. So I stepped in and I got the jab working, I think, from round 1. You know, and I think timing, you know, just took him off his, you know, off the pace. And, you know, basically, I just felt like I could hit him at will at times. So, you know, but, you know, he's a very tricky customer, like Ricky says. And I'm just happy that I got revenge back, you know, for me and the fans. I'm Ricky.
trainer Dominic Ingle. Put that into context. How impressive a win was that?
I mean, the guy's only lost one fight. You know, Topolin Malignaggi was a former world champion. He came over here, beat Ricky. We had Ricky in the changing rooms, you know, just before the fight. He said, listen, don't have a fight with this kid. You're a lot smarter than he is. Boxing and the shots will come. He's strong. If you stick to your boxing, you'll finish him off. And that's exactly what he did.
So world title shot hopefully next, Eddie, or will you have another warm-up fight?
Well, on December the 18th, the IBF will send the letters out to the winner of Alexander Porter, telling them they've got 90 days to fight Kell Brook. So we've been working on a few bits as well, behind the scenes. So we've got options, but one thing I tell you is nothing's going to stop Kell Brook being champion. You know, he's had a rough ride and people are giving him stick. Nothing will stop Kell Brook from becoming a world champion. He's on it, he's focused, no mistakes this time. And
you say you've been working on things behind the scenes. Can you tell us, give us a reveal of that?
No, not really. Listen, I mean, it's my job to look at all the options. You know, obviously everybody wants the fight between Kell Brook and Amir Khan. You know, Adrian Broner's a fight we'd love to get over as well. But, you know, the IBF will send us a letter. We're mandated to fight the winner of that fight within 90 days. So, you know, we want to become champion of the world. Kell deserves to be a world champion. He's going to get there. And nothing's going to hold him back.
Next year, world champion, Kell?
Nothing's going to stop me. I've just showed tonight, I've just stopped to a world-class, you know, world-class fighter. Nobody's going to stop me. I want the best out there. I think I've proved tonight that I belong at the top. So bring whoever you want to bring on. I'm ready. His team's ready.
Well done.
Strong hints there that they could be targeting a certain Amir Khan. Would be interesting, wouldn't it? But Johnny Nelson, I've never quite seen you so emotional in the studio. You're almost in tears when he knows